sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome everyone to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the USC Trojans, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Ducks will kick it away first. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Wants to throw. It's Mayava. He's going to take a shot. Pulls it in down the sideline. It's a running room. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, USC.
Forget establishing the run game. Go up top right now. Play one. Be aggressive. You told everybody all week, we're going to come out, we're going to be aggressive, and they are. They take the shot. They get rewarded. One play, one touchdown. What a start.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Give from the gun. Got room at the 35. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets them up, makes the big play out to the left.
Breaks into the open. Powers through. Big pickup on the ground into plus territory, and they get him out of bounds at the 41. The Ducks get a fresh set of downs with a fast, hard finish on that play.
Fast is the word. As long as I can remember watching Oregon football, it's always guys that can get the football, get downhill, get back in the line of scrimmage, run the next play really fast, but it always starts with the ground game.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Motion from the wide receiver. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Got a man. It's Stewart. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. Quarterback empties his backfield. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Looking for a man. It's Mayava. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Trojans moving quickly to the line. Second down, he'll throw it. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Finds his big tight end. He goes out of bounds, but not before getting it to the 32. After that last completion, it's second down. Gonna look downfield again. Grab near the sticks. It's Sanders. Makes the tackle at the 27. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The Trojans are flying down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
And the Trojans come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Going for 6. And that one's way too far for everybody.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affected the football game.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Muscling ahead on third and short. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. They're in field goal range here on fourth down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Grab near the marker. It's Lane. Touchdown, Southern Cal! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together.
And this offense right now, they're doing some damage through the air. That's now their second passing touchdown. They thought coming into this game they were going to have some matchups on the perimeter of the field that they could take advantage of, and they've done that so far here today.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Jordan. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
And wow, the defense was in there quick, fast, and in a hurry and shut that run game down. Like, they were ready for that. Second down now. A little more space for the offense, backed up, a little more room to operate and try to maybe find some windows to throw a football here.
After getting nothing done on first down, second and goal from the 6. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Now improvising. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans! What a run for this playmaker to just elude the defense and get in for the score.
And I tell you what, defensively, you can't let this guy get on the edges. You cannot give up contain. When you're defensive ends, you got to stay outside. You got to make sure you know this guy's going to scramble and try to make plays, and you got to make sure you keep him in the pocket.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Off the play fake on first down. Throws for the tight end. Catch in the middle. It's Johnson. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. You always have to be aware of the running threat from the Oregon quarterbacks, but here getting business done through the air.
No doubt, Reese, because you're worried about his legs, the read game, all the stuff they can do. It opens up the passing attack. And I think when you've seen the Ducks teams throughout history, the ones that have enough balance to keep you off guard, keep you guessing, are the ones that are the best teams.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Fires to the middle. Rolls it in.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Lets it fly. It's a big stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Oregon. He got a step and just dusted the field. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Notre Dame took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. Kind of felt like how that 2012 Irish team led by Manti Te'o would just take the will of opposing teams. Impressive to watch. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Back to pass, it's Mayava. With the catch, it's Lane. The Trojans come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. A pickup of 5 marks it at the 36-yard line. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Looking to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays. But you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
That's caught. It's Jordan. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Grabbed in the middle, it's Lane. And he's down after making the catch, but did not reach the line to gain. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Caught behind the line. It's It's Sanders. He's got it out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down. First down. First down. Just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense, they just can't find any answers.
And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the back. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback adapting. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
Almost a D-lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
Leaves it with the running back. He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that 1st down marker. It'll be 4th down. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the 2nd. It's 4th and 8, and never a hesitation. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Right down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Moore. Turning it on. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. And the Ducks racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're
picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Trying to take it back.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll move the wide receiver. To the air, it's Mayava. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Got out of trouble and throws. Caught near the sticks. It's Strachan.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the 1st down.
Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Sanders. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. The Trojans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. Wants to throw on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Working that left side. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. to the air on first down. Looking to scramble. He's going to fire to the left. Touchdown, Ducks! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And the Trojans will hustle to the line.
He makes it look so routine out there, just plucking passes in this offense. When you think about the success the Trojans have had offensively in the past and certainly in more recent times, it always feels like there's got to be at least one receiver in this offense in the discussion for best in the country. This guy, I think, can be that.
First down for this offense. Looking to pass. It's Mayaba. Finds his man. It's Lemon. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
They're dealing with a second and long. Sends it back in motion. Back to pass on second down. That's reeled in. It's Strachan. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Autzen. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own great field position. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it first and 10 at the 50. Looking downfield on first down. Scrambling away. The sure hands. It's Green. Bounced off his feet. Let's take just a second and talk about Oregon. They've climbed into the top 10, been through some battles, proving themselves to be one of the best teams in the country. What do you think about their chances of staying there?
Well, they got to keep playing at a high level, and obviously they've had tons of success now to crack into the top 10. I'll tell you, when you get top 10, David, you get everybody's attention.
Yeah, you get everybody's attention, but I hope this team ain't just searching for a top 10. Like, I hope they're trying to be the best team in the country, and you hope the best is still to come for this squad.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Moore. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. The Ducks will snap it on first and 10. On the move, it's Hill. They pick up half of it. It'll be second and 5.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Moore to the air. Touchdown, Oregon! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Going right to work up top. Makes the grab. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the first down marker. Gonna take a shot on 2nd and short. He unleashes a long one. He's got it along the sideline. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads it left. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Trojans want to crank the tempo. The corners are walked up tight. From the red zone, looking for a space. Caught over the middle. It's Jordan. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Wants to go up top. Release to the back. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, you wonder that time if the QB was just forcing that one over to his running back. He's already made some catches in this game. The defense is aware of that, though. And that time, they had outstanding coverage. There was no way that was going to be complete.
Now the play fake. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Trojans.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a stat that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Moore will throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Ducks! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. They'll start this drive going to the air. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands, already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Got it on the outside. It's Lemon. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
To throw, it's Mayava. Oh, they're after him. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Throws to the wideout. He's got it in more than enough for a first down.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field, catch the defense off guard.
And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. The field goal is no good, and they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He'll pull it on the read. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Rifles it down the middle. He's got it! Touchdown, Oregon! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, in the modern era of college football, you're seeing more and more athletic tight ends, like what you just saw right there. The defense had no chance covering that guy down the field. He makes them look silly on his way in for the long touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Wide receiver going in motion. Off play action on first down. Trying to get behind the defense. He hauls it in and nobody's close. Running free. Touchdown USC. He got loose and it was lights out after that.
And I think it's pretty clear. They went into the half and said, we're getting the ball and we're going to be aggressive. And how about the aggressive shot down the field, play one of the second half to start it, and he goes all the way to the end zone. That is how you start a half fast.
So after getting into the end zone in that last drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll go out of bounds at the 27-yard line, just couldn't quite shake free. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Pulls and fires complete. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
From the gun, running back on the move. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're looking for an advantage to the right. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he delivers the angry stiff arm, but is greeted by an angrier defense. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, first down and more. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. They're going back to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
later in the football game, but you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
They've already peeled more than 3 minutes off the clock on this drive as they stand over the ball on second down. Looking for room. It's Hughes. Crosses the 40, gets it down to the 35 before he stopped, a gain of 6.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
The Ducks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to the big tight end. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
After that incompletion on 3rd and short, it's going to be an interesting decision for the head coach, because I know he believes in his guys to go get it here on 4th down and pad the lead, but if you kick a field goal, you make it a 2-possession game here in the second half, and I think that's the right decision.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Pulls it in. It's Jordan. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. The offense set for a 1st down play. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Maiava. Got his man on the outside. Nice move there. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
They'll run play action. Tight end finds a soft spot. Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
And if I'm a defense, I got to make sure I stay aggressive in these situations. Sometimes people play casual and back off and give up the easy stuff. Man, continue to make this offense earn it. You got the lead. You're in a good position.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Lets it fly. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. So now it's 2nd and long.
And perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
Looking to get it in. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this is a Heisman Trophy level performance from this guy.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Scanning the field, it's Maiava. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Down in the final period in a tight game, and they will go for it on 4th and goal. From the gun. Pressure coming. Touchdown, Southern Cal! Fired in from the red zone for the score. The extra point here would tie the game. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Moore to the air. Now adjusting. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Dumps it to the back. Snagged in the middle. It's Hughes. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. And the Ducks headed quickly to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man. It's Benson. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. The Ducks have their offense in high gear.
And a nice job separating by the slot receiver on that in route. Man-to-man coverage, he put his foot in the ground and created a little bit of separation, and that made that play work.
The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Trying to beat the D deep. Catch in stride inside the 15. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss.
Well, short yardage situation, they decide to go with the toss play. And nice job up front, getting a little bit of push. That's all they needed to get that first.
The Ducks line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
Home crowd not going to love it. You got to throw the ball to win this game. They do not like the play call with not a lot of time left in the game.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And if you listen carefully, you can start to hear some of the boo birds coming out from this home crowd. They know their offense needs points, and this late in the game, they're watching them run the ball to no avail.
They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, USC.
Play number 11 on this drive. The defense has yielded ground, but they're trying to get a stop on 3rd and goal. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Touchdown, Ducks! They move on top here in the 4th.
And that is exactly what you want from this offense. Take almost all the clock, execute, and now go out and take a lead by a touchdown. Great, flawless execution by this offense.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. To the air, it's Mayava. Bringing the heat. Takes a hit as he fires. After not really playing their best earlier this season,